How's everybody doing?
Good.
Alright. Barbecue may not be the road to world peace, but it is a start. This is a quote from Anthony Bourdain. Do you guys like to eat good barbecue?
Yes.
Who am I kidding? Everybody likes good barbecue. I've been barbecuing now for about 3 years, and I've come to the realization that it isn't about how long you've been cooking for, but how well you can cook. To be honest, I believe that I have perfected the method of grilling the tri-tip. For those of you that don't know what a tri-tip is, it's essentially a poor man's prime rib. At the end of this speech, you will all know how to barbecue a tri-tip properly. In the process, you will learn how to season the tri-tip to perfection, how to set up your grill, and to serve the tri-tip in a correct way. First, let's talk about how to season the tri-tip. There are many seasonings in the market today that can be used for barbecue. My personal favorite is called Killing Salt and Pepper Blend. This is one right here. You can get it at any local H-E-B. For a tri-tip, it is best to season it right before you cook it, to allow the profile of the meat flavor to be prominent. Once you choose your seasoning, it is time to choose a base. The base goes on before the seasoning. For this, you can use anything with a vinegar base. That'll help to bring out the flavor of the meat. Usually, I rub the tri-tip with the Louisiana hot sauce, like so. Just pour it on. And then I liberally spread the seasoning to cover both sides of the tri-tip. Now that we've talked about seasoning the tri-tip, we're going to talk about how to set up your grill for the cook. Essentially, there are two methods of grilling, direct and indirect. A tri-tip requires both methods. When setting up your charcoal, you have to place it on either side of the grill with a vacant spot in between. Then you allow your grill to get as hot as possible, and then you place your tri-tip directly on top of the lit charcoal to sear it. You sear each side for about 3 minutes on each side. After you place the tri-tip in the middle of the grill, indirectly from the heat source, allow the tri-tip to cook for about 35 minutes. Once it has cooked for about 35 minutes, you can take a meat thermometer and check the internal temperature. I found that the best temperature to pull the meat off the grill is about 139 degrees. That'll render your meat to be medium rare, medium, or so. Now that we've discussed how to season the tri-tip and the grilling method, let's discuss the proper way to serve it. When the tri-tip is done and ready to pull from the grill, do so with tongs. Be careful not to burn your hands. Place the tri-tip aside for about 10 or 15 minutes and let it rest. Do not cut into the tri-tip right off the grill. The reason behind this is that by allowing the tri-tip to rest, it gives it time to redistribute any of the juices that were seared within the steak. After you've waited with anticipation, you take a knife and cut the steak open. There is also a method to this. You must cut the tri-tip against the grain of the meat or the bite will be rough. Overall, cooking a tri-tip is not difficult by any means, but the taste is that of a prime rib. By now, all of you should be able to season a tri-tip, set up your grill for indirect cooking, and how to serve it. Remember, everyone should be comfortable with all 3 steps: seasoning, setting up the grill, and the proper way to serve it. I'd like to thank you all for giving me a chance to talk about something that I really enjoy. And remember to always do your best at anything you try. Thank you.
Thank you.